Alright guys, and welcome back. So let's continue on with this news tech week, I would say. Moto X has just released a new wood style for the back of the phone, and it's officially now available. It's a walnut. There's like three different types of in walnut, teak, and ebony wood. So you guys should totally get that. I'm sure it's online at Amazon, and you can totally get it for like so much cheaper on Amazon with no contract, and then sign up with a contract. Easy as that. But let's go with the next topic. Now here's a really big topic. Google has just bought a company called Nest. And Nest is the thermostat company, basically created by a former Apple employee. Um, and so basically, yeah, Nest is, like I said, it controls the temperature of the house, and Google just bought it. And their plans to use it in with Nest is that you can, if you all, I'm sure you guys all know, but if you know Google Now, the plan is basically you can use Google Now to to set the temperature at whatever you want. So you just go to Google Now, and you can set it to whatever temperature, so like 72, 73, but there's not a lot to talk about just yet because it just got bought, but just big news that Google has bought this Nest company, and people will be interested in seeing what is going to happen with this um uh what's going to happen to it. So let's go on with the next topic. And these are just all short topics basically, guys. So apparently on the new Samsung S5 is coming out really soon, which I'll be very excited to see. I have the Samsung Galaxy S4, and I'm hoping I can get the S5 this time. But it's referring back to Google Now. But basically Samsung has taken in Google Now. Well, not, I wouldn't say taken in, but has thought of the ideas of Google Now, and it's going to try to do the exact same thing just like Google Now did. It's going to be a whole new TouchWiz feature basically added onto Galaxy S5. But it's literally just going to be like Google Now. There's going to be weather, there's going to be um, how far you ran, videos, directions, top news, top tech news, your flights, sports games, scores, and all that. It's just going to basically do the exact same things that Google Now does, but it's not going to relate to Google that much. And also, it's going to be more of a cleaner, slick, cooler, techy style than what Google Now looks like. But it's apparently going to be doing good. It's a whole new thing that TouchWiz has just added. Not 100% sure that it's going to come out, but leaks photos are already out online saying that it may come. But it's going to be interesting to see if they can compete as much as Google Now. I don't think they can because I don't think they have the correct resources to be able to do all the stuff that Google Now does, because Google Now is, owned by Google, and Google's a big company that has a lot of information. So, and Samsung doesn't. So I think it'd be very interesting to see what goes on with that TouchWiz new Google Now style. I don't know how you want to call it, but it'd be interesting to see how it goes. I'm excited to see it. I'm going to do a review on that when it comes out. But that's it. So let's go to the next topic. So also another Google announcement thing is that Google has invented this new smart contact lens, and it's basically going to help track glucose levels in your body through a contact. Now this contact is going to be just like a regular contact, except it's going to have a few techniques. It's going to have a chip inside it, very, very thin, like literally you won't be able to notice that it's on it. So it's going to look real clean and everything, but you're going to be able to see it when it's not in your eye. But when you put it in your eye, you are not going to be able to see the little tiny chip. But this chip is going to measure exactly how much glucose you have, and it's going to be a little device that you can hold, and you can check all the ratings and everything on that. So it's just a new kind of tech video news that's coming out. Um, So that'd be very interesting. Um, I'd be very curious about how it works and how popular it gets to be. I'm also curious about how what's it called how people like it and how it would feel like in someone's eye. Alright, so let's move on to my last and final topic. Let's talk about Cyanogen mod. Um, I'm sure you guys know what Cyanogen mod is. It's basically rooting your Android phone, and it's just been released so you can download the software on iOS or OS X devices, so you can install it onto your phone. CyanogenMod is basically a custom ROM, and it's a pure, it's going to try to make it seem like a pure Google edition phone, so it's going to get the latest updates, and it's going to try to make it feel like you have the newest Android software on your phone. Even if it's Samsung that has TouchWiz, it's going to delete all of that, and it's going to have a pure Google phone. So it's going to seem like a Google phone, but you can have it on a Samsung, or you can have it on an HTC One, or you can have it on a Sony, etc. But that's kind of cool. It's getting more and more bigger. It did have an app on Google Play, but Google wanted it down for some reason, and so they got around, and they're now starting to, you can download the stuff onto your computers and then plug it in through here. And let's just finish this with rooting. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know what rooting is, but rooting is basically jailbreaking on an Android phone. Rooting is where you can let's compare it with a Samsung. Basically, Samsung has TouchWiz, and let's say I didn't want TouchWiz. I can root my phone and get rid of all this TouchWiz software, and upload a new software. It can either be like, it could have like the HTC One software or the Sony software, or I could have a pure Android, or try to have a pure Android Google Edition software on my Samsung. So that's kind of the benefits of it. But a lot of people are commenting on, why should you guys root your phone if and it allows you to have more freedom on your phone, but Android already has enough freedom on the phone. You get widgets, you get all kinds of things, and can download launchers onto your phone without rooting it. So that's what a lot of people are complaining about, is why root your phone if you already have so much accessibility on this phone. I think it's in somewhat kind of silly to root your phone, but I am going to root a phone, and I just want to see what it's like. But there are some very bad things that happen, and I want to tell you guys right now is that if you root your phone, you can, and something goes wrong in the style, you're downloading it, or just something could go wrong, you would brick your phone. And basically what bricking means is that your phone will automatically turn off, and you won't be able to turn it on. You won't be able to restore it to the faculty settings, and I'm sure every contract has it, but Verizon contract basically is that you can't mess with any of the software on this phone. You're breaking your contract with Verizon. And I'm sure all the other carriers out there have something similar like that. So you also break your contract with your carrier out there, and they won't be able to fully replace your phone because, like I said, you're breaking your contract with them. So that's the only downside I would say, is that you can really mess up your phone. But the good side is that you can have so much more freedom. But like I said, I don't understand why you need a lot of freedom, is because you already have enough. I feel like you already have enough on the Android. And a lot of people who root it are more of the tech savvy people who create their own ROM. A ROM basically means software. So they create their own software, and then they can publish it out, and so then people who aren't as tech savvy can download it onto their phone, and it's running whatever ROM they have. So that's kind of it, guys. I really hope you like this podcast, this tech podcast. I'll be doing more podcasts on tech and other podcast videos, and other podcasts in general. If this does start taking off, I will start posting it on iTunes, so then you can get on iTunes and listen to it on your phones. On Android, you can't get podcasts, but there's an awesome app called Pocket Cast, and it's basically that. It's basically where you can get a lot of podcasts on it, and it even searches through iTunes um, pod, podcast area, so you can get podcasts from that are only on iTunes onto Android. It's really cool. It's a really cool app. I think you guys should get it if you love podcasts so much. But if you guys think if it just starts taking off and I feel like I want to upload it online and make it on iTunes and make it more accessible to all of you guys, I will. But right now it's only going to be on Spreaker, my YouTube account, and SoundCloud, my SoundCloud. So if you guys want more of this, leave comments down below. Tell me that you guys like it. Like I said, I'm going to be making more shows, not just tech shows. And I'm going to also have people on it too, and just to make it more fun. But hope you guys like it. There's a car going by. I hope you guys like it. And I see you maybe next week with my next podcast. Alright, guys. I see you guys later.